non-vet AI systems don't value vets. They're driven as disruptors to real profit. So if you want to engage in technology, the vet must remain placed at the centre of that client journey. So the best practices are going to be those who can do both. Bricks and mortar, high quality service, but also a digital connection. This is an example of what we do. If we do a procedure, we take a photo of the dog in recovery and we send them a message via PetsApp. We were one of the highest, quickest sign-ups of PetsApp in the country at the time when we first took it out. We send them a message and say, here's Daisy, she's recovering well from a surgery and she really likes it. And it takes minutes. So we know that we need to join both up. And what does that mean? And these are the figures that PetsApp gave me, and I'll tell you what happened in our clinic on every one of these. We do not miss a phone call, right? The PetsApp figures suggest an 85% reduction in missed calls, okay? I assume everyone knows what PetsApp is. I'm talking about PetsApp, but has everyone seen PetsApp before? Right, go back a step then very quickly. PetsApp is a bolt-on to your PMS system. Think of it like that, okay? So it's separate to PMS system, but it's an app, okay? It's on our phones, it's on our computers. We have access to PetsApp wherever we are. Clients download the app and it gives them full access to booking directly into our PMS. But I set the rules. So I tell PetsApp what appointments it can book. I tell PetsApp when it can book. When we have 4 appointments left in our GP clinic, PetsApp can't have them. The last 4 appointments are always retained for our receptionists, okay? They can send messages in, they can put repeat prescription requests in, it's all automated, so they'll put a repeat prescription request in. Hi there, I'd like to order Bobby's Rimadyl, and we have an auto reply that comes back out that says, thanks for that, it'll be 48 hours for your prescription, and we'll let you know when it's ready. Our pharmacy nurses put it up, they send another message saying your pet's Rimadyl is ready, here's your bill. They can press a button and pay via Apple Pay, there and then. So we get paid on average 24 hours before they pick up the medicine. It's quite nice with cash like that, because as you always know, 2 weeks they're leaving it in the clinic, right? Our reception is significantly better. So 85% reduction in missed calls. That equates to roughly, in saved time from phone calls, 3 hours a day. PetsApp currently has done over 1 million interactions, not with our clinic in total, we're not that busy. And 35% of chats lead to either a product order or a clinic appointment or an increase in healthcare plans. And we said Google 3.8 stars, Apple 3.8 stars, most vet clinics 4.5. PetsApp, I think that's quite current still, 4.9 on PetsApp, yeah. So it's well received by the clients. I was really nervous about this when we put it in our clinic. I was like, I don't think the clients will like, what about the old clients? It was always the thing I said, what about the older clients who don't like that? They're the worst. It's like on it constantly, they love it. So, PetsApp has allowed us to introduce online booking. We can now communicate. Our clients contact us at 10 o'clock at night on PetsApp and they get a message saying, hey, we'll respond within 2 to 3 hours during opening hours. If it's out of hours, we've got an emergency system. You've got access to VidiVet if you want to use that, if you don't want to come in. And we do that all automatically and it reminds them immediately, okay? We run our healthcare plans through them. We provide targeted marketing to them about things that we're doing, loyalty programs, whatever that might be. And we can also disseminate information. Our consent forms, our pre-op instructions, our post-op instructions, our estimates, post-op photographs, everything all goes through PetsApp. We don't do emails really at all anymore. We probably get 2 emails a day now, and that's probably at a push. I have to confess, because we've cut down on our reception team as a result of having PetsApp. I had to jump on reception the other day because we had someone ringing sick. 20 minutes, we don't have our phones on reception. Anyone who hasn't done that, by the way, revolutionary. Take your phones off reception and put them in an office somewhere else. Clients love it, right? So I said, well, I can jump on the phones for half an hour. I think I remember how to do it. I'm the least busy of everyone. Phone never rang. 30 minutes, didn't ring once. I took 24 PetsApp messages. And I was able to look and go, 15 of these are not important or they're not critical in terms of time. And I left them for the receptionist guy. Gave me complete control over it. That was at 8:30 in the morning. Without PetsApp, that phone would have rang off the hook, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And I wouldn't have been able to prioritise, I would have had to deal with every problem when it came up, right? So it was really helpful for me. So, we implemented PetSAP, and we wanted to see whether our staff felt less busy. We're now the best performing clinic in the UK when it comes to the PetSAP metrics, and I believe we are on the cusp of becoming the best performing clinic in the world on PetSAP, including the States. And the reason is that is it looks at the number of interactions that you have, the number of conversations that you have, the ability to triage, and the amount of income that comes through the app, okay? It's cheaper for us to take a payment through PetSAP than it is on our card machine, so we like people to pay on PetSAP if at all possible. We've extended our personalised care online, but the big thing is it's given us control of our time. So now if there's a client in reception, there's no phone call for someone ringing for some Simparica. It's coming via the app, and they don't feel under time pressure. The metrics are, if you reply within 3 hours, there's no drop in satisfaction. Leave someone on the phone for 3 hours waiting, they will not be happy. So by giving them online, they're much happier, okay? Since 2023, if there's one argument I could have for adopting technology, it's this one. We've reduced our reception staff levels by 30%. So 30% smaller department of reception, now we have control of our diary. The reason for that is many of the appointments have been automated. So roughly 85% of our in-clinic appointments in our GP clinic are booked via the app. We never speak to them. I was thinking, well, someone's going to book something stupid in at the wrong time, it's going to be a nightmare. It just doesn't happen. It actually just isn't a real problem. But we have a natural reduction of our reception department by 30%. For any of you out there in the practice owners, you know what you're spending on your reception team, take that 30% back, I guarantee you'll be happier. Because I get that money now, and I'm much happier. I have less to manage, and I have a more profitable business. We save time, just principally by having control over when we have those interactions. 85% of our appointments are booked online. And all of our pharmacy, you can't speak to our pharmacy anymore. You can leave a voicemail and it says your meds will be ready within 3 days, or you can order on PetSAP and your meds will be ready within 48 hours. We have had no kickback at all. Our net promoter scores went up because there was no errors. So you ring up and you speak to the reception, or you speak to pharmacy if you're a bit bigger like we are. I'd like to order a pack of 3 Simparica. It's misheard because they're busy, something's going on, they put 1 or 10 or 6 or whatever. If it's in writing, it takes the time pressure off. You actually can read the repeat prescription request. And we sent all of our pre-operative instructions, estimates, consent forms, everything. Go and ask your receptionist tomorrow how often people call between 4 and 6 the day before a procedure to clarify the price and to clarify whether or not they should feed the animal until 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. They will be taking at least 1 phone call a day. Because we're also not very good at giving those instructions out when we put dogs in for number meals. I always forget to say starve the dog. It's common sense to us, we do it all the time. By sending them out, they've got them in writing, but also, I've got a 2-year-old little girl. 4 to 6 o'clock, 4 to 7 o'clock the day before my dog's having surgery, absolute worst bloody time. That's when she's hungry, grumpy, and got the devil in her. So finding time to ring the clinic in those hours would be a nightmare. Having it in writing I can read on my phone at any point in my convenience for 48 hours before the procedure, brilliant. Having someone I can text on the app and say, hey, what time can I feed Yogi to? And knowing someone will come back to me before the procedure, really, really convenient. And we've seen complaints drop massively. We went 9 months this year without a single complaint. We're 50 odd members of staff, something like that I think we have now. We went 9 months without a complaint. We're running 3-4 vets consulting all day, didn't have a single complaint in the business. I've never seen that before. We used to get a couple a month. Almost always we haven't told them the price or more than it should have been or whatever it might be. Are there any young vets in here? When I say young vets, I'm talking under sort of 25, 26, 27. No. They hate ringing clients. They avoid it. Receptionists hate ringing clients, they avoid it, right? We're all in denial over this, but it's true. If you ask a receptionist to ring someone to take a payment, everyone goes quiet, Because all are looking around to see which one of them's going to take the hit to ring Mr. Jones, who they know is going to shout at them, to ask for that 50 quid he walked out without paying, right? His follow-up consults. Ask them to send a message on PetSat, they'll order it. There's no fear. The keyboard warriors can actually be used towards their own benefit sometimes. So we'll send messages out or bills out chasing debt, but our vets will also inform results. So they'll check with the client, we make sure they do that. Are you happy to receive your blood results, your urine results, your poo sample results via PetSat? Yeah. And we will send probably 25% of our results out via PetSat. How many of us have been told off by a client for not ringing them when we said we were going to, right? Something comes in, something gets in the way, you end up rushing off home because there's a problem at home. You don't ring Mrs. Jones with the blood results, right? I don't think I'm an advocate for being a good person for this, but I will quite regularly jump on my phone on PetSat and drop a message to that really intense client at 9 o'clock at night and say, hey, I'm really sorry I didn't get a chance to call you, I will ring you tomorrow. They don't ring in the morning and shout at reception because I've spoken to them. It wasn't exactly what I promised them, but it's a good combination.